What's going on, everybody? Gaming Guy here, coming at ya from Lords of the Fallen. And let me tell you what, I got the ultimate PvP and PvE build for you. I was a little nervous doing this. It's a pure Umbral build. It's my first playthrough build. And let me tell you, it is powerful. I'm talking, I think it's the most powerful build in the game. Like, there's nothing, I don't think there's anything that can beat it. There's no way. PvP, I mean, you can one-shot players, no problem. Elite mobs, the strongest enemies in the game in late game areas, you can two shot them, maybe three shot them. Like it's insane. Like, but let's get into the what we got going on. So for the sword, we're using the Judge Cleric's Corrupted Sword. Got it to +5. It's A plus Radiance and Inferno, which is exactly what we want. And then when I have a shield, I'll use the Pale Eye, or or I'll dual wield long swords. But for the catalyst, this is the Lost Bursku catalyst at +10 is the best one in the game, I think. I don't think there's one that beats it. You got this one, and this one maybe could get close enough. This is the one I used. This is the one you want from the beginning that you get from the merchant in the hub, the one that's in the Umbral realm. This is going to be your first catalyst you get, but then as you progress through the game, you'll find this one, and you'll find this one, and this one, and this one. But like I said, once I found this one, I upgraded it, and I don't think I've had anything beat it yet. I mean, the scaling damage on it is 456, and my Radiance and Inferno is at 45, which I'm going to keep leveling just Radiance and Inferno. For New Game Plus, I'll probably level my health up maybe a little bit more, but other than that, definitely the catalyst you want. Now, let's go to the rings next, because then we'll explain spells. For the amulet, this one right here is probably the best amulet in the game for sorcerers, for spell casting. Increases your spell power, and once I got this, it made my damage increase drastically. But what I used before that was this one right here. Increases wither damage because all of your spells are Umbral spells and they all deal wither damage, and all of the weapons we mostly use deal wither damage also, which is also, these are good ones. You can't go wrong with this one. And then you got this one right here, which when you have insufficient mana, you can still cast Umbral spells no matter what. You'll just take wither damage. And then if you want to go with a build where you use Pyro and Radiance, or just Umbral and Radiance, or Umbral and Inferno spells, you can use this, and it boosts it pretty good, but not as good as this one. The damage from this one is, like I said, the best in the game. And then for the ring, we are doing the remove one spell slot, and it provides an increased spell power, and we are using the increased power of sorceries. So we're getting 2 boosts right here, but in New Game Plus, I would recommend probably this one right here. You gain increased defense while casting sorceries. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. It could be good. And then there's also the regenerate mana. If you have a shield on that has regen mana and this ring, you'll never use mana stones. I mean, never. Before I got the rings I have now, I was using that one for a while. But other than that, okay, let's get into the spells. For the spells, okay, the bread and butter of this build for PvP and PvE is the Barrage of Echoes. And let me tell you what, this spell is insane. Okay, and then for range, we got Latimer's Javelin, which is from the Saint boss in like the 3rd area or 2nd area. And then I've just got other spells that I've been trying out to see which ones I like the best. Misery Missile and Blood Harvest. But like I said, Barrage of Echoes is our bread and butter. Now, for weapons, there's a pretty good amount you can go with. You got the Judge Cleric's Corrupted Sword, which is a late game weapon, so not really viable rate in like early game. But this one right here, Rosman's Sword, early game weapon, very good. B+, B+ scaling, you can't go wrong. Another pretty early weapon is the fungal encrusted pickaxe, also very solid. But, like I said, you are Radiance and Inferno, so if you want to go with an Inferno weapon, like the Grinning Axe, or the Fallen Lord Sword, it only takes Inferno requirements, so you could be a great sword main spellcaster if you wanted. I mean, it's pretty cool how they did that. And then, for... Where's the other one? It's down here. There's 2 halberds. There's this halberd right here, which also are in the frozen area, these 2. So they're also pretty good. This is A at +9. And then this one takes a little more strength and agility, but it gets up to just about the same. It's a little bit better damage-wise than this one, but excellent choice. And then these 2 up here are pretty good. This one gets an S scaling in Inferno, and it does fire, and it has Wither on it, so it's good, but only scales with Inferno. And then this one only scales with Radiance, but also very good too, because it has Bleed and Smite. So, I mean, you get a lot of status effects with these 2 weapons. And then there was the swords, the short swords. These 2 right here. This one and this one. Both scale with Radiance and Inferno. Both have strength and agility requirements, but this one right here, the Melted Dark Crusaders, I can't remember where I got it from. I mean, you can just look it up and find out. But you can put any rune you want on it. Any of the 3 types or 4 types of runes, you can put on this sword. And then this one's a good one. It does Frost, so, and it's B scaling. I was kind of mixing in the Bloodlust with it sometimes to check that out with the fire and the burning and the bleed. But yeah, like I said, you have access to a lot of weapons with Radiance or Inferno, or both scaling wise, whichever one you want to go for. So there's no downside. And then, so let's get in. I want to show you why Barrage of Echoes is the bread and butter of this build, okay? This is the late game area. This is right after where you beat the Judge Cleric. But there's elites in this area that are pretty beefy. But if we run up and boom, done. Strong elites, no problem. Done in seconds. The point of this spell is like that. That's what it's supposed to do, you know, a couple good explosions. But if you run up and are doing PvE and free aim, you can do immense damage. I'm heavy. I did not mean to be heavy. There we go. But you gotta learn how to free aim it. So it's like you look down where the enemy is, you roll, PvP, boom, like that. I got a bunch of videos of PvP and PvE that I'm gonna show that will show you just how good it is. I think honestly, like I said, it's best build in the game, I think, at this point. Strongest, at least. I mean, I'm gonna take this through New Game Plus and see what it's like, but I am not worried at all. But yeah, that'll do it. Check out these videos. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. I'm a full-time dad with a full-time job, so I'm just doing this stuff for fun on the side to show you guys what I found in this game. Co-op in this game is really fun. I did the whole playthrough with a buddy, so it is, like I said, this is a good spell, but this is how you want to use it. Right there. Run up to elites, boom, dead in seconds. But that's gonna do it. Now here, check out these videos, tell me what you guys think. Alright, here we go, guys. This is I got invaded. I was going to get a spell. And I got invaded on the way to go get it that I forgot. And let me tell you what, this guy didn't know what hit him when he started running up on me. And mind you, I'm free aiming, so that's the best way to use this spell. And yeah, he just keeps healing and healing and healing. He doesn't know what to do. And then boom, one gets him, goes right through him. That was a good one. And we do the, don't come to my world thing. Have a good day. Alright, this is a later on fight. There's two ruiners right here. ruiner enemies. And I want to show you how strong this is. This is the hammer I'm using. It's an Umbral hammer that you get later on in the game. It's pretty good. It's slow, but it's good. Like I said, we're not about the weapons. We're about the men. And look at that. 2 of them dead. In what? 4? 4 casts, I think? Like I said, alright, here we go. The Light Reaper fight right here. Mind you, I didn't know that he has a shield thing in the middle of the boss fight. And look at that. I think it was like 7,000 damage and 3 casts. Right there. Like I said, this build is insane. You are a monster of a damage machine. Now let's see, he's gonna keep doing his little thing. He's gonna jump off. I think next there are 2 more. Alright, come on, get down. Alright, he's coming. Last one, now he's gonna jump off. And this is where the damage will come in. Boom. Boom. 2-shot at the end. Light Reaper. Done. That right there is insane. Alright, the Judge Cleric boss fight for you guys. People have said this is a tough one. It gave me a little bit, but not too bad. Doing this one solo. Okay. There we go. Like I said, just look down and blind fire. That's all you gotta do. Look down, blind fire. You'll get it right underneath their feet usually, and all of those bubbles will group up. Like the bubbles do good damage one at a time, you know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to do. But if you get those all grouped up in one section on top of underneath an enemy or a player, there's nothing they can do. Like it's gonna one-shot them mostly. Most players, it will one-shot players. Bosses, it will take a few, but like I said, strongest build in the game right here, guys. The second phase of Judge Cleric. On a roll. She moves around a lot, so it's kind of hard to get my spells off. Dodge, dodge. Alright, there we go. Some good ones in. That was a good one. 2,500 right there. Let's see what our biggest burst can be. Here we go. She's doing her big attack. Oh. Roll, roll, roll. Rolling for days. There we go. One up on her. Yep, there we go. That was 2,600. Need another one like that. Oh. There we go. That's dead. 2953 on that one, guys. That one was a good one. Alright. What do we got next? This is... oh, this is me. I was just sitting at a merchant, buying his stuff, and I get invaded. And instantly killed me. And I was like, no, no, no. You don't do that to me, buddy. And he kills me, but we take him down too. And that's the Pieta sword, which everyone says is the best build in the game with Pieta sword build. I don't think so. My build is the best build in the game. No joke. Takes Pieta sword builds and puts them to shame. This is one of those Bell enemies. I think these are one of the toughest enemies in the game for an elite. And we just basically 3-shot him right there. He's already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. He's just got withered health left. Bye-bye. And alright, we got an invasion again right here. This guy, poor guy, he doesn't even know I'm coming. He's right around the corner and he's like, oh, he's fighting, and then nope, sorry. bubbles under his feet, good night. Oh, I always forget that they come back to life. I always forget when I invade that they come back. And then we're gonna go... did we get the bubbles under his feet? Almost. Now we're gonna get it. Yep. There's no way he was surviving that. That was all 5 of them underneath his feet. No. You ain't walking away from that. Alright, what do we got next? Oh yes, this is a late game area. And it is just filled with elites after elites after elites. And you have to be an Umbral to go through most of it. So we got that first arrow, the archer elite, and then we got the fairy elite right here, which they're pretty tanky. They take a few good hits because they're sometimes up in the air too high. There we go. 3-shot that one, the fairy. Goodbye. And now we're going to go in the next room, which has the pointed hat, holy characters, and 2 spike heads in here. I am with a buddy in this one. So he's taking the spike head. I've got the holy girl, which boom, that just 2-shotted her, and then boom, 1, 2-shot spike head. Goodbye. All right, what do we got here? An invasion. Here we go. He's down low. This is the area that I was just in the PvE video. I'm going. Yeah, let's go get him. Like I said, the bubbles just, once, I think players are starting to learn about this, so once they see you, they just, they go into panic mode mostly. This guy he was rolling pretty good through my attacks, but here's another Pieta sword wielder. Nothing can beat it. Like, it's better than Pieta sword build. I'm telling you right now. I mean, you could even turn this build into a Pieta sword build. You could use the sword with this build if you wanted. This guy, he doesn't know what to do. I think he's like mostly getting, but me, the only thing I don't like is there's no poise, but like I said right there, got all 5 underneath his feet right there. You can't survive. Unless he rolled it. Like I said, in the beginning of that fight, he was rolling it pretty good. And then, alright, we got another invasion that I did. I'm invading. So I'm going to have to kill them twice. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, they haven't killed the enchantress yet, so that's not good for them. Oh, there she is. Oh, that got it. Clipped her. Yeah, enchantress is out here with her, so she's probably, this person is panicking, I think. And then boom, all of them under her feet. Right there. Can't survive. It's unsurvivable. Ah, man, that Umbral transfer always gets me. And look at this person is panic healing again also. That's what people do. They will panic heal a good amount once you start popping off those bubbles. And there we go. We got all 5 underneath her feet that time. Alright, I think this is me. I'm invading. Yes, I'm invading. And this is a Pieta sword wielder. Another one. Oh, probably a Radiance build actually, because he's got the... He's doing Inferno. Okay, I'm getting him with those. Oh, he gets me with that slam. The wither damage we're doing is great. I'm out of mana, so I need to pop a stone to get more. There we go. Now I'm starting. I learned his hammer attack, so. And then, oh, I parried him, then he parried me, and he missed his. He could have killed me right there easily, but he missed his opportunity. Yeah, we're just going at it sword by sword to sword right now. Pieta's sword versus Rosman's sword. I'm trying to bait him into my attack, but he keeps stun locking me into this attack. Not one of my best invasions. I keep making the mistake of locking on, but I need to keep him I literally have no health. There we go. And he keeps getting smite on me, though. He's almost got it built up again. Yep, there's smite again. I'm trying to get the parry, but the PvP parry is so hard sometimes, I swear. It's a little janky, but... This guy is just so winging for his life at this point. I think he's out of heals, and then boom. We got enough of the bubbles under his feet right there to just end it. Now we're gonna go Umbral. I don't know if we learned about the... And then I do this because I'm tired of him chasing me, so I cast the eye that just will follow him and attack him. And that's literally what saved my life. And then I get him right there. The eye, he's got full withered health gone. And then boom, he's all withered health right now. He has no health. All I gotta do is hit him a couple times and he's done. There we go. Got him. That was a good match. I'll tell you what, the guy knew how to handle it. Give him the farewell. And then this is an evasion. I think I am invading. I'm looking for him. Where is he? I think he's up top. Yeah, there he is. Alright, come on. See what you got. Like I said, we're going to do the bubbles. Once they get him, he's done. He's panic rolling mostly and running away, so you can have a 1v1. Which is fine. Take him over here. That one got him. Yeah, went right through him. If the bubbles go right through, those do pretty good damage there by themselves. But I forget about the Umbral transfer always. I was thinking the fight was over. Yeah, a Reaper spawned too. This guy is just running for his life. He doesn't know where to go. I'm just going to take advantage of the enemies around and just have my way.